I'd like to introduce you now to a special guest on tonight's show. It's renowned psychic from Australia, Jaime Brown. Welcome, Jaime.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here today.
And Jaime, what makes you an expert on such occurrences?
Well, I've been in the field of metaphysical research and paranormal studies for about 15 years. I've taught on the subject. We've been monitoring activity here in the Northwest, and I have an extensive background of actual proven cases of very strange mysteries that have been right here in the Northwest.
Well, I personally think you're going to have your hands full with this case. You haven't seen the film yet. I have. This is amazing stuff. What I would possibly ask of you now, Jaime, is if you could tell me a little bit about your equipment that you brought to the site with you now to do your analyzing.
Sure. Now, first thing I'll have to say is I'm a little skeptical because a haunted car, haven't heard of them before. Okay, so I'm a little skeptical here, and I'm going to be really analyzing this with a hard scrutiny.
All right.
Okay, so I brought the best equipment to do this. What we have here is a plasma detector. If there's any plasma within 100 yards of this device, I'll get a reading, and it'll tell me the given strength of the plasma field. It's a very sensitive, very expensive, very exclusive device. There's only a few of these in the world.
And I think we're going to put that instrument to a test today.
And then ectoplasm, if on the chance this is real and we find some ectoplasm, we'll want to analyze it for the chemical composition and so on. And that's what this is for. I extend this and I can suck in some air surrounding the ectoplasm and actually get a little sample of the ectoplasm if we're lucky enough, and we'll take this back to the laboratory and get a full spectral chemical analysis on the substance.
Well, sounds good, Jaime. One more thing. What is that around your hat, that light? What is the light used for?
Well, in a lot of cases, it takes some infrared stimulation to see these ghosts, okay? And even though I'm attuned to this and I can see an awful lot, this helps me sometimes. It brings the outline of the ghost, and especially in a bright day like this, it's a little easier for me to see it. So this is running all the time. In case I see any spirits move, they'll show up to me because of this.
All right, Jaime, let's move a little closer to the car. Bring the camera with us and tell us what you think.
Okay, here we go. This looks like an ordinary car to me.
It looks like an ordinary car, but after you see this film, you're not going to think so.
Oh.
What's the matter, Jaime?
I feel something really strong.
Like what? Could you tell the audience?
I don't know, but I'm telling you, I'm not sure if I can go through with this.
Manage to calm Jaime down, and we're going to go on with the investigation. Jaime, how are you feeling now?
I don't know. I don't know. I just feel something very intense here.
Well, let's move towards the car, and maybe you can use some of your tools and instruments to see what you can pick up. I myself can't feel a thing. So we're watching Jaime now. He's using his, I believe it, hold it. There's a noise emanating from the car. Whatever Jaime did with this tool, with his instrument, he has done something. We have a sound. We have a voice coming from the car.
Over in the south, all around the traffic, nothing there enough. There was never saw in the crowd. There was necessarily pushing in it. I'm a girl that was either. There's law in the crowd, who's better necessary. There was skins necessary when we heard from Mac. No, the old fever's long and looking off our house. Oh, he's dog, was rare, but the skin was made with the base of destiny, and all. Here, gonna. There's law, you said it was in the meat, first nest in the look, and there was near on in it. Step march in the vest, and the vigor in the dog, girl, females, there's all near the vest of us, yonder. Rewind if I gal me, so we're in the way hall, I was doing else, so we're Louis, in the vest, and the court, and the yellow.
I think we should get away from the car right now. There's something amazing happening here. What did we pick up? What was that?
I don't know. This was some sort of spiritual apparition of audio centralized in the cab. I am shaken. I am totally shaken.
That was one of the most amazing things I've ever heard. I didn't understand a word of what was being said, but I don't know about you, but I need a few minutes here to gather myself here. I just can't.
Well, that was a very trying experience for me. Hey, Don, I just had a thought. We're going to have our production engineer. We'd like you to, if is it possible, that voice that was emanating from the car, it sounded almost to me like Latin or another language like that. Could you possibly play that backwards? Is there a way you can cue that up?
You want to actually run the field tape backwards?
Could you do that? I would like to run the voice, that part of the voice backwards, because I've got a suspicious idea about something.
Okay, Ron, stand by.
Okay.
Let's see what we can do.
What was that?
I don't know. This was some sort of spiritual apparition of audio centralized in the cab. I am shaken. I am totally shaken.
That was one of the most amazing things I've ever heard. I didn't understand a word of what was being said, but I don't know about you, but I need a few minutes here to gather myself.
Okay, here we'll go backwards.
Okay.
When the Lamb had broken the seventh seal, there was silence throughout all heaven for what seemed like half an hour. And I saw the seven angels that stand before God, and they were given seven trumpets. Then another angel with a golden censer came and stood at the altar, and a great quantity of incense was given to him to mix with the prayers of God's people, to offer upon the golden altar before the throne. And the perfume of the incense mixed with prayers ascended up to God from the altar where the angel had poured them out. Then the angel filled the censer with fire from the altar and threw it down upon the earth, and thunder crashed and rumbled, lightning flashed, and there was a terrible earthquake. Then the seventh angel with the seven trumpets prepared to blow the blast.
It must not be.
Okay, that was incredible.
Well, thanks a lot, Don. I think it's time now that we take another call. I think we have a caller on the line.
That was something.
I'm still
that
shaking.
was strange.
Hello, caller. You're on the line. Where are you calling from?
Kent.
Hi, Kent. What's your question tonight?
I'm just wondering how short the guy was that was sitting there pressing the play button and stuff.
Yeah, I can understand why somebody would think that. There was no one in the car. What you're seeing on the show tonight is absolutely real.
No, nobody in that car.
And hence the title of our show, It Is Real. So it's fine to be a skeptic, but we're just letting you know what we're reporting here.
Thank you.
You're right.
Okay, that was some amazing footage, and thanks, Don, for playing that backwards.
And it was English too. Sounds biblical to me.
Oh.
You're the Bible scholar here.
Well, I would say it's from Revelation. I'm not quite sure the chapter or verse of Revelation, but it was definitely something to do about the opening of the seals. And we have
so
another.
At that point, we thought maybe we have something spiritual going on here, but later on we find a little different.
Could be. Let's take another call here.
Okay.
Hello, caller. You're on the line. Where are you calling from?
No shit, I'm on the line, boy.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks for cutting me off. Hey, hello?
Do you have a question?
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, I heard that tape. My grandma's got it, dude. That tape you guys were playing in the truck.
Yeah?
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah, it's a tape. Hey, see, you just admitted it's a tape.
No. What about the tape we're playing here? I thought you were talking about.
No, the tape in the truck. See, I caught you guys' little scheme. My grandma's got that same tape.
Your grandma?
Hey.
Boy, you better get off her now. Okay. So that was some pretty startling footage there. We have more to show you of what's happening, what happened with this interview, and what happened with Jaime. We have another caller here. We probably need to take a call and see if we can actually get some legitimate questions on this very serious subject. Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you please tell us where you're calling from?
West Seattle.
Hi. What's your question tonight?
Is this really real?
Yes, this is really real, hence the title of our show, It Is Real.
You motherfuckers are stupid.
Oh, wow, you need to learn. You need to clean your mouth.
Fuck you, asshole.
Okay, that's a good call. Boy, they get better as we go through the night here.
We would like to encourage anybody watching the show tonight that has any halfway sense about them, that aren't half-wits, please call us and ask us some legitimate questions. We have some more film to roll here, so we'll show a little bit more of the interview with Jaime and see what transpires. Roll it, Don.